G'day YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing how to take apart an upside down fork, or cartridge fork. Should be the same on about every bike, it's just off my pit bike here. So yeah, the reason I'm pulling this one apart is because it's got stuff in its valve, so the dampening and rebound's really slow. You see, I'm not putting any more weight on it, it's taking forever to return. Yeah. So that just means in this little valve in here, you got like dirt, so it's stopping the flow of oil. So therefore making the dampening really slow. You know, I did a bit of preparation before I pulled it out of the top clamp here. When they were still tight, I backed off this top cap. I didn't undo it the whole way because I didn't need to really. You want to keep the spring tension on it for a little bit, like to do the next step. You got a dampener rod down here. It's got a 8mm Allen socket in here. So I'll grab my 8mm. I think this is it. No, 6mm. There we go. No. Trial and error, screw reading them. Pretty sure it's an 8mm anyway. Maybe it's bigger than that. Yeah, I was right, it is an 8mm. I just didn't see it. Didn't see the tool. There we go. Now just got to kind of clamp the fork. Or maybe you could put like a big adjustable wrench on there or something like that. I'm just going to clamp them with my knees so I can do the video. Now some of these won't come undone easily, and all it will do is spin the internals, so it won't actually undo the thread. And the best way to get them off, I've found, is to hit them with a rattle gun, or try and shock them. So instead of just turning it, you smack it or something like that to make it turn really quickly, and it makes them come undone easier. So it should be out now. It's got a bit of a long thread. Now you want to get a bucket or something ready. I'm just going to keep this upside down. I'll come back. Alright, so I got my bucket. Don't have the best lighting here, it's all behind me and behind the bike. But anyway, just keeping on doing this. I don't want the bolt to fall out in the oil, so I'll have to get it. Here we go. You want to have a rag handy too, which I do not. Yes, I do. Now the oil in this will be red because I just chucked automatic transmission fluid in it for now. It's all I had at the time, just to test them. Alright, so you got your fork, you got the dampener out. You can pull this off. Alright, now it should be about 100 or 200 mils of oil. Might have to pump it out, take a little time. I can't even pump it. So I'll undo the top cap and I'll get back. When you're doing your top cap, remember you got this much thread, so don't be worried about the spring pressure. Like now, the fork is fully extended and there's no pressure on this, like this is loose right now. And yeah, so don't be freaking out about the spring pressure under there, because there probably won't be heaps. So I pulled the cap off and pulled this part out, the dampener rod. This is what you're undoing before, this is why I can turn internally. As you can see, I'm missing a couple of plastic spaces here, which are in the middle here. This is because they actually deteriorated. I don't know, shitty China forks, and came apart. So I'm going to put like 20-cent coins or something under there. I'm not sure, I haven't thought it out. Just to bring back a bit of tension and make them a bit harder. And yeah, most of the oil should be in here. Like I pulled that off and hardly any oil came out. Like a bit did down from down the tube. Anyway, I got it sitting on a rag now, so that should not be an issue. Next up, I'll take off this this nut up here and take the spring out, and then try and pump all the oil out. I'll try and get a video of it. It's hard to do with one hand and not get oil everywhere. So okay, so I found out you put the nut on the end of the dampener and pull them apart. This outside sleeve comes off. I didn't realise that before. I thought they were like one solid unit. But yeah, so that's what you saw before, the threaded end of the rod. And yeah, this has got stuff internally, so I'm going to try and pull these apart too. Anyway, let's have a look at the condition. Oh, it's covered in oil. I better just leave it for now. Alright, I'll be back, YouTube. Okay, so after being squirted with oil about 5 times, I think I found out where the problem is. If you have a look here, it's pretty hard to see on the video, I think. Just here. Hard to film. Here, where oil's kind of seeping out. Yeah, well, that's a blocked valve, and that will cause heaps of pressure and stop it from coming up easily. You see I'm lifting it right now. When I get all the oil out, it probably won't do that, but I'll have to clean this out. So it's just a little bit of plastic that's causing all these issues in this little vein here. Or valve, I don't know what they want to call it. Alright, well I'll go ahead and clean this out.